We are 15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the New York Jets and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll start on the ground here on first down. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. From the 31, Howell. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
No sense risking anything there on first down, even though he's still in the pocket. He had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, he'll hand it. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Jags grab it. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. And without it, and now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. That's caught at the 25. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and long. Howell. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Third and long, here's Howell. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. A solid stiff arm. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Eluding the pressure right. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
On third down, Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
And he missed it. It's no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
Yeah, we're definitely in top form and pitched a shutout, as a matter of fact. That's the cherry on top of a great week of preparation. And you know what? These guys are eager to keep it going. Some motivation this week, not an issue.
And Howe will throw it. He's got his man, London, right side. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. as they've got it with a third down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Wilson now to throw on third down. He finds his target. It's Schultz. He's going to have the first down, and more than that, he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Well, so often now we're praising tight ends for their nimbleness and how they catch the ball downfield, but occasionally we get a reminder that tight ends, they've got that tough guy aspect too. How about him catching that short one there, shaking off tacklers, and turning that into an expansive gain downfield?
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Wilson. He gets, and it's a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And now the rookie's free. 20, 10, and he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 23. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We've got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
Howell out of the shotgun. And that will be incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Now Wilson. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. Takes it to about the 37. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Wilson. He'll drop this down to Taylor, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Here's Wilson. And the pressure gets to him again. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded at the 20. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or...
And this will be caught at the 30.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Now throwing on first down here.
Touchdown! A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now 14-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp. and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Wilson. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. Well, we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
On 1st down, Wilson escaping the pressure right. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. They go play action with Wilson. Steps away to his left. Airing one out for Boyd. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Going deep this time for Miller. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 24-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. That's caught again by Schultz. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
In motion left goes Boyd. Throwing is Wilson. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. Touchdown Jaguars. Jonathan Taylor as the 1st half is winding down. And the Jaguars are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the 1st half. The point after is good. And that'll make our score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Powell. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, You can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
He completes it to Boyd. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Here's Wilson to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Yeah, the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on 3rd. Play action. It's Wilson. They'll get this off to Taylor. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he's got room. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Well, the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Powell. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Powell throwing on 3rd down here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkout bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Here's Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Schultz. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front. That's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game, and they know it helps their team.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. On the counter, it's Taylor. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. And he finds McLaurin. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the...
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Terry McLaurin. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third. No problem there on the extra point. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 27, Powell. Throws right side, and that's complete. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Powell to the air on 1st and 10. This pass is caught by London. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Drake London, 51 yards. And the Jets strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown! Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jags are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw, Howell. And that'll be incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Throwing here, Howell. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to make it 4th down. Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell. Got his man. It's London. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, Howell to throw. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
They'll send Reed in motion left. To throw on 2nd and 10. Howell. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 37. Howell looking to throw again. And this one complete to Reed. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Howell, he'll look to throw it. And caught by London. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. McPherson's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Wilson. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Here's Wilson. He's got McLaurin, and he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Pass complete to Taylor. And he's got some space here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. They give to Taylor out of the gun. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now Wilson. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. 3rd down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Here's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down.
Okay, we've seen plenty of games. We've been there before. They thought they had this one over with if they could have stopped them right there on that down. Now they've got to continue to play. That's going to be tough.
That's tough because it was such great coverage. They had them blanketed, especially there in the secondary, but, hey, took off and found a way. Now a give to Taylor. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Back to Taylor on first down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
They'll run here with Taylor. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Colton Miller, former first-round pick, called for the penalty there. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Wilson to throw. Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to go out extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room, too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the save calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Incomplete pass there is probably the best scenario going because if he catches the football, clock's probably going to run out in that situation.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be well short of a first down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So the Jets won the toss. They'll get the first shot at finding a winner as we are back underway here in overtime. This one fielded at the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Howell. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On first down, Howell. Hitting London coming across the field. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now throwing on first down here. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And once more, Howell back to the air. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So here we go, 4th down, Howell. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
Set.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Now what can Wilson do here in the OT? Slings this deep from McLaurin. It got his man complete. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.
So it's the Jaguars who come away with a win, and it was due largely to the play of the man behind center, CD. That's Zach Wilson.
Yeah, you have to be impressed with the way he ran the show, partner. He was in total control right from the get-go. Finished with over 400 yards passing, 4 touchdowns. I don't think he could have played a whole lot better than that.
So for the Jaguars,